Welcome to Lattes and Lattes, the podcast where we blend the world of law and business with a warm cup of information and common sense. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, attorney, real estate investor, and business owner. Each week, we'll be your go-to source for legal insights, business advice, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned professional, an ambitious entrepreneur, or simply someone seeking guidance, we'll have you covered. From navigating the legal landscape to empowering you with valuable business strategies, we'll explore the legal side of life and enjoy a virtual latte along the way. So, grab your favorite latte, get comfortable, and let's dive in to Lattes and Lattes. Welcome back to Lattes and Lattes. I'm your host, Sidney Wheelan, founder of the Wheelan Law Firm, now serving North Central Missouri businesses and families in 3 convenient locations: Moberly, Carrollton, and now in Paris. As the year comes to a close, talk of New Year's resolutions is everywhere. Some people love them, some people dread them, and some of us quietly roll our eyes because we've made the same promises before. I still love the idea of a fresh start, but over the years, I've learned that real change doesn't begin with a resolution. It begins with reflection. Before we decide what we want next year to look like, we have to look honestly at the year we're leaving behind. What worked? What didn't? And what did you build this year, sometimes without even realizing it? Because whether we're talking about careers, families, businesses, or simply personal growth, we're all building something. Even in the years that felt hard or messy, something was being built. So, before you rush into goal setting and New Year's resolutions, I want you to pause and look back through a simple framework I use every day in my work and in my own life. Build it, protect it, pass it on. First, what did you build this year? Maybe you built financial stability. Maybe you built a business or a side hustle. Maybe you built stronger relationships, resilience, or clarity about what you don't want anymore. Remember, not all progress shows up on a balance sheet, but it still counts. Second, what did you protect? Protection isn't just legal documents or insurance policies, it's boundaries. It's sometimes saying no. It's choosing rest. It's making decisions that kept you or your family or your future safe. And sometimes the reflection here is realizing where you weren't protected enough, where things felt exposed, uncertain, or vulnerable. That awareness matters because it informs better decisions going forward into the new year and beyond. And finally, what are you preparing to pass on? Not just assets or property, but values, lessons, stability, and perhaps opportunity. Even if you're not thinking about legacy in a traditional sense, you are influencing what comes next through the choices you make today. When you look at your year through this lens, then goal setting becomes clearer. Instead of vague resolutions, you can ask better questions. What do I want to build more intentionally next year? What needs better protection, legally, financially, or emotionally? And what do I want to be able to pass on, stronger and more secure than it is today? This is also a natural time to review the plans you already have in place. Do your legal and financial documents still reflect the life that you're building now? Or have circumstances changed? Have your priorities shifted? The new year isn't about starting from scratch. It's about building on what already exists with more clarity, more intention, and better protection. As we move forward into the year ahead, you'll hear me talk more about this idea, reflecting, building, protecting, and passing it on, because it's at the heart of what I believe good planning is really about. Not fear-based planning, Not worst-case scenario planning, but thoughtful, values-driven planning that supports the life you're building. Thank you for spending time this year with me here on Law Days and Lattes. I'm grateful for you, and I look forward to continuing this conversation in the year ahead. So, here's to reflecting well, planning wisely, and moving forward with purpose. If this message resonated with you, please share it with your friends and family in personal conversations or on social media. Until next time, my friends, I'm Sidney Wheelan, and I want to wish you and yours a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year.
This podcast episode contains general information for discussion purposes only. Each case is different and must be judged on its own merits. Missouri rules generally prohibit lawyers from advertising that they specialize in particular areas of the law. This show should not be construed to suggest such specialization. Nothing on this show should be taken as legal advice for any individual case or situation. This information is not intended to create an attorney-client relationship, and the listening or viewing of this podcast does not constitute an attorney-client relationship. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.